welcome back to the channel. Today we are sitting down and filming a video that I've been talking about. We're back to playing with makeup. This is the first makeup video of 2021. That took me way too much thought on what fingers I needed to hold up. Anyway, I've got an entire box here full of e.l.f. makeup, including some new released products. We got the mascara to try, we got the foundation to try, everything's falling out, and then also some very much beloved e.l.f. products. I mentioned doing a full face of drugstore makeup, and e.l.f. was very highly requested, so we've got everything today to do a nice glam full face of makeup on a budget. We are going to dive right in because there's not much else to say about it. Okay, I was not kidding when I said a full face. I even have some skincare to talk about. So I'm not gonna linger here too long because I've already talked about this on the channel and Instagram a bajillion times, but my sister got me this little mini skincare trio from e.l.f. And first off, this trio in and of itself is great, but if you're just looking for more of an individual piece of skincare, this Super Hydrate Moisturizer is so good, and I actually think that a lot of skin types can benefit from this because it's highly moisturizing. What the heck am I saying? It's a very good moisturizer. But you can really control how much you apply with this. A little goes a very long way. So if you're very oily, you just need a little bit, but it's a gel, so it's not going to be too heavy. If you're very dry, pile this stuff on there. Also, this Super Tone is a really, really nice toner. So I'm just gonna leave that there. If you want some affordable skincare, those three products from e.l.f. are great. They come in a trio, but you can also get them full size. The moisturizer full size is huge, by the way. So that's that. I am a dingus, and I applied skincare earlier this morning knowing I was going to film this video, but I didn't use the e.l.f. I used Drunk Elephant, which is not quite the same price range. But I do genuinely really like those products. So now it's time to dive in, and we are going to start with a little bit of primer. This is my personal favorite e.l.f. primer. This is the Luminous Putty Primer. Here's the thing. I'm just not that much of a mattifying gal. I just don't tend to go for the mattifying primers. However, I've heard great things about the mattifying version of this. The nice thing about these putty primers is there's a lot of them, so you can really kind of pick and choose what you want. I don't know, I just kind of apply this in the general areas of my face that makeup moves first, and also the places that I want to be dewy. So it's kind of like a pre-highlight, if you will. I like this luminous primer. This right here is the new Camo CC Cream from e.l.f. I picked up two shades because I had no idea what shade I would be online. So I have Fair 140 Warm and Fair 140 Neutral. So this is a color correcting full coverage natural finish CC cream that has collagen, peptides, and niacinamide. I feel like that is like the hot ingredient of 2020. Niacinamide. I'm seeing it in a lot of skincare, and I'm seeing it in a lot of products like this that like have skincare added. So the one really nice thing that I love about this is it is compact packaging. This is a good size though. I believe this is at least a fluid ounce. Yeah, 1.05. So just a little more than 1 ounce. And it's got a pump, which is super nice. I should also mention that this has SPF 30 in it, so I love a good SPF CC cream. We're gonna just apply this with the Real Techniques sponge today, and I mean, I'm just gonna go for it. First off, it looks like I've used half the product now that I've pumped the air out of it. This is the 120 Neutral, okay, and that is the 140 Warm. Honestly, I think I'm gonna mix these shades together together because that feels like the best vibe for me, and I got them both, so why not? Tap that on the face. It's a fairly like thick formula for a CC cream. It feels a little bit whipped. I don't want to say heavy because that sounds bad, but it's heavier than I was expecting. Wow, that is actually very full coverage. And I definitely agree with the natural finish. It's not, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's matte, but it's definitely not as dewy as I like from my foundations. Guys, did I actually like get myself a nice shade of foundation? Ignore this because like I have self tanner on. I can't get it right, but I actually like this combo. I think it's actually close to a level version of my skin tone. Okay, first impressions of this CC cream, it is very nice. I personally wish it was just this much more dewy, but it's nice. I'm worried that it could get dry on me, but it's not dry yet, and like it really does look like your skin, but with good coverage. This is the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I get deep brown. I'm not sure what the shade range is on this, but I mean my brows are much darker than like my hair. My roots can be dark, so I like having a dark brow, but deep brown feels bold, so we'll see what that's like. This is probably going to be another reflection on me and not the product. Wow, this is tiny. Oh my gosh. This is a full-size product. Now, I do think this was like a couple dollars, but man, that is tiny. Ooh. This is the brow with. This is the brow without. That gives you a very nice fluffy brow. Actually, first off, this deep brown color is almost the exact color of my brows, so that's cool. Wow, I normally don't have any feelings about brow products, but I actually really like this. I feel like the little wand is the perfect shape for my eye. I feel like this is a really nice color, and it gives you very fluffy brows, but like not too intense. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is it too much? Is the color okay? I'm very bad at judging brow things, / I just never do my brows. But I feel like this added a nice little pop to my brows without making them look like I really did much. All right, now let's do eyes. Couple things to talk about. These little bite-size palettes from e.l.f. are phenomenal. This one is in the shade Rosewater, and I love it. So I'm gonna do like a really easy look using each of the shades in here. And then we also have this new guy, which is the No Budge Shadow Stick. And I showed this at the end of the last vlog I posted. This one's in the shade Perfect Pearl. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna use this. Oh, that is the perfect highlight shade. That's exactly what I was hoping for. This is so soft and smooth. It is not chunky, glittery. It's just like a nice, easy metallic. You guys, if you're an easy makeup lover, this is gonna be your new favorite. My skin adores being with yours. Wanna kick it, you might miss it when it's cold. Alright guys, this is the eyeshadow done. Literally, I told you it takes 2 seconds. I just used each of the 4 shades in here. Crease, outside of the lid, inner lid, outer corner. So like, yeah. You kind of saw me like divide up the lid into a couple different spaces, and really that's the easiest way to do makeup. If you want to kind of spice things up, start with your lightest, most kind of metallic-y shadow on the inner corner, and then work your way out to deeper and more matte shadows on the outer corner, And that's pretty much the secret to it. We're gonna do concealer, and then I'll come back and do this because I want this to be on the top of my inner corner. Okay, so I actually have 2 concealer products that we're going to be using. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I feel like I have to bring this out because we're doing the CC Camo Cream, but this little thing is new as well. This is the Flawless Brightening Concealer Pen, and I gave one of these to my sister for Christmas because I just felt like this kind of like low-key, just like nice lightweight brightening concealer would be right up her alley. She used it on Christmas Eve, and her under eyes have never looked better. I was like, excuse me, wait, am I gonna like love mine? I have not used this, so I'm very excited, but it's one of these like clicky pens. I don't want to use too much, but I think I've got some product in the top, and I'm gonna use this in the inner corner to really brighten, and then we'll layer with this on top. So this is much more of that orangey shade that's going to cancel out the blues as well, to kind of give you an idea for like color correcting purposes. I've got quite a lot of blue going on, and I really don't want that with this like purpley eyeshadow because it's just going to make it look like you got punched in the face, you know? Just gonna blend that in with my finger. That actually definitely did a really good job of neutralizing those dark circles. It's not quite enough for me to be my only concealer, but I do think as a brightening color correcting step, this is super nice. If you like to go a lot more low-key on concealer, kind of like my sister does, then you might really like that. I'm doing 4 dots and then just kind of blending that out. I want to brighten, but I don't want to put a lot of product in the places where I have lines, so I'm kind of being strategic about where I place the concealer and then feathering it out from there. I hope you guys are excited for a lot more makeup content because I have a ton of new products coming my way. I know I kind of stepped back in December and started doing some more like vloggy lifestyle content, and I honestly really enjoyed that, but I do still want to talk about makeup on here. I love them both, so hopefully you guys are here for a good balance of makeup, vlog, lifestyle content because we've got a mix of it coming, but I am really excited about a lot of the makeup that I'm going to be playing with very soon. I've honestly been wanting to film this e.l.f. video for like the past 4 days, but I just couldn't find the right time, and I've had this stuff set out to do this video since before Christmas, so you know it's been in the works for a minute. But let's go ahead and set the under eyes now. This loose powder is the only loose powder I own. It is the best loose powder in my opinion. It is the Halo Glow setting powder. I don't know what it is. My face really doesn't like to bake, but I really like to bake with this stuff. So I'm actually applying it with the Real Techniques powder sponge. I'm a big Real Techniques fan as well. And we're gonna bake just for a little while here and finish up the eyes. A little worried about baking like too much with this powder because this foundation is a bit more dewy on me than, or matte on me than what I normally do, but we're going for it because this powder like really fills in my pores too. It's also a great way to kind of play like makeup eraser for your eyeshadow. If you want a very harsh line, drag that up there and you're good to go. Let's go ahead and take this No Budge shadow stick, and I want to highlight my brows and my inner corners of my eyes. I'm so happy I picked this up because I also think on its own, for a quick makeup day, if you really just want like a nice bright lid shade, this will be so pretty. But since it's in a pencil stick, it's also so easy to get into that inner corner and brighten things up. Let's go ahead and take a big ol' powder brush and buff all of the extra powder away. Alright guys, it's time for mascara. I can't take myself seriously right now. Actually, I'm going to do one little thing to finish up the eyes before we even do that. I want to do just like a really easy smoky liner with this dark color. That's why I love this palette. You can do such an easy eye look, but there's really ranges to it. I mean, you don't have to add this dark purple like if you don't want smokiness. If you want more, you know, turn it into a little bit of a liner moment. Honestly, I love to be just like super messy with this and just wing it out, because all it does is really just add a little more definition for when I put on mascara, especially if I'm not doing fake lashes. Elf does have fake lashes. I, however, did not get any because I'm lazy. This is the new Elf Volumizing Mascara, Lash It Out Loud. First off, this packaging is really pretty. Not gonna lie, kind of feels cheap though. It's very plasticky, which is fine. Oh, okay. Here's the wand. She's one of those plastic spiky wands. Not normally my favorites, but we'll see. Oh, you guys, I don't know about this. I should have bought false lashes. So I purposely didn't watch any reviews on any of this new stuff, because as soon as I saw it launched, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna order that. Like, I gotta try it. And I have a feeling I'm not the only one that doesn't love this mascara, because it just, she's not doing much for me. It's not the worst, but I honestly probably won't be reaching for that again. I'm not gonna lie. I just need a lot more volume because I just don't have a lot of natural lashes. So let's move on from that. Let's not dwell on her. Let's move to a bronzer and blush. We have here a contour palette and a powder blush palette. And honestly, these are some of like the OG e.l.f. products. These little 4-pan palettes, I mean, I used to have these when I was in like junior high school. Like this e.l.f., this takes me back because this is like the OG. But I don't have my original ones anymore. I don't know if these are the same colors that they used to be. This is the light medium contour kit. And honestly, the shades are pretty nice. I think I'm going to kind of mix these two for like my bronzery look. I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and kind of, whoa, quite powdery actually. I don't know. I was expecting them to be kind of hard. I don't know why. That's actually really nice. Wow. I'm very picky about bronzers and contour products, but look at the difference. That's actually hot dang, you guys. Like, you know what I'm kind of talking about. A lot of times when you get 4-pan like this, they're just like hard powders and they're not, you know, they don't always blend the best. These are quite pigmented. They blend really nicely. And they're nice tones. I got a little much there, but we can blend that out. And now we're gonna go into the blush palette. I was actually really excited by the shades in here because I love these more like warm tone blushes. I think these shades are stunning, and I think this palette is really nice. So I'm actually gonna go into the two like more neutrally shades, this peachy one and this more terracotta-y, and just kind of buff those onto the cheeks. I'm scared this is gonna be like really pigmented. Yeah, these are pretty pigmented, so if you don't like a lot of blush, definitely beware. They blend out though. Like, I mean, I didn't, you know, I don't have a giant glob on my face, which is nice. Gosh, I'm highly impressed by these two little quads. Now, this is something that is not new to me. It's something that I know I love. This is the e.l.f. Glow Gleam Beam Palette. I'm gonna use this middle shade. It's kind of my favorite. Just the formulation and the tone of it is really, really pretty. It can be subtle though, which is what's really, really nice. And then I'm gonna go into a little bit of this shade, which is a bit more of that like metallic-y, and just kind of top that. So e.l.f. lips, they have so many products right now, but I kind of just wanted to talk about this one because this is my current fave out of the e.l.f. lip products I have. This is their Ride or Die lip balm. This one's in the shade Tough Cookie, and it's pretty much the color of the packaging, but The cool thing about this is a very like nourishing, moisturizing lip balm, but it has just a little bit of pigment in it. So I don't know, you'll kind of see when I apply it. It has color, but it's also super natural looking. Like it's just like your lips, but better. I feel like that brought this whole look together. You can really build it up too to have however much color you want. And there's different shades of this too. But I really like this Tough Cookie shade. So that's what we're doing on the lips. That's going to be that. And then we need to apply some setting spray. This is their Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. I have not tried this. I don't think this formula is actually new. I think they repackaged it. But regardless, I hadn't tried it in the old packaging, so I could use some more dewiness. So let's see how this goes. Oh, this smells so good. I sprayed way too much on my face. I don't know if you can see, but I like put droplets all over my face. But I was feeling so, I don't know, I was feeling so dry. So I'm actually going to take the clean side of my beauty blender and just lightly kind of pat that into the face so that we're kind of melting all those powders and the setting spray together. That definitely made me dewy though. Hot dang. I think I like that setting spray. Alright you guys, this is the full face of e.l.f. makeup. I don't feel like I need to run through every single product because I really like how this makeup turned out, and I more wanted to show that just like you can get a really nice look with all e.l.f., all affordable makeup. But quickly I will touch on this CC cream. This is really nice. If you are very dry, I don't know if you'll like it. It's not quite dewy enough for me, but I like it and I'll still use it. The mascara, it's just not enough for me. If you have very long natural lashes, you might like this, but if you're like me and you need a little more oomph, a little more help, it's just not that exciting of a mascara. It doesn't do enough. This No Budge Shadow Stick, this is my favorite product that I tried. It is so beautiful. I can't wait to just like put it all over my lids, but it's so nice too to have as just a little highlight stick to throw anywhere. I mean, you could use this on your face too. Like it's very neutral and pretty. Just add a little bit to the nose too. Like it's just all over a nice highlighting. It's technically an eyeshadow, but it's a really nice highlight shade. So yeah, that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more brand specific videos, more drugstore videos, let me know in the comments down below, because you guys know I love trying new makeup. I love making it a challenge too, of like using only one brand or staying inside a certain budget, or because if there's any like crazy expensive products out there that you want to see me try, let me know too. We'll do anything over here, okay? That is it from me. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me, and I will see you again very soon.